Hello, and my name's Gail Moffat, and I am in the unusual position where I am able to communicate with many people that are either from the Bible era or saints or evolved personalities. And one of my guides that have been very prominent with me over the last, I guess, couple of years, I'd have to think exactly how long it is, but it feels like about a couple of years. He is called Saint Sabastian, and each lifetime, in fact lifetime after lifetime, he has been involved in some aspect of healing, and this is his area of expertise in spirit, in heaven with God. And he what is interesting about him is that he is, I know that he's really well regarded and well respected, and so he works very closely as a result with God and some of the healing work that takes place. Because he has such an extensive knowledge, we have agreed that it would be a good idea for him to actually do a weekly sort of chat about sort of certain knowledge about medication and sort of things like that. So I'm going to start off, we started off last Tuesday, but it's every Tuesday that he's going to come through. So here we are, let's go straight to Saint Sabastian and see what he has to say. He wants to say, first of all, that he is very pleased and delighted that Gail has allowed him to come forward and communicate his words. He says, as you know, because Gail has already explained this, I am extremely experienced with all matters that are relating to healing and also medicine. He's saying to me that today he feels that an important message needs to be spoken, and he wishes to speak about the current vaccination that is taking place today. He says that he is aware of many people with very much concern about whether this is correct to do, or whether the efficacy of the vaccine is correct, or whether it's been tested properly. And he says that he has as a result of this concern that his world has felt. He has taken it upon himself to investigate all the people that are doing the research and see which ones are correct and which ones are not. He is very aware of the Pfizer vaccination that is out right now, and is starting the vaccination, has gone through all the tests, and he would like to particularly comment on this vaccine because he knows that many people are starting to use this particular vaccination in the process of the vaccination that is going to start trickling around the world. He wants to talk about his personal experience with vaccinations, and he says that he was involved personally with a pioneering vaccination that was involved with smallpox, and he says that he was involved in some of the research that was carried out, and that he is very proud of this work that he did with smallpox, because he wants to let people know that because of this work and because of the vaccination, we are in a position in the world where very few places are still suffering from the concept of smallpox, and so he recognizes the importance of vaccination, and he wants to say and state very clearly that if people decide not to take the vaccination and move forward in their lives thinking that they have made the right decision. Sadly, this will cause a problem for your society and where you live. Because what will happen is there will not be enough people that will be inoculated and protect and free of this disease. And this means that the disease cannot, in effect, die down. He is aware that if it requires so many people to be vaccinated before we can actually safely say that we are safe in our communities and in our hospitals and generally in our world and in our lives. And so, because of his experience and also the investigation that he has personally done and carried out on the Moderna Pfizer vaccination, he can confirm that he has personally read every piece of research that was done and investigated everything that was carried out and how they were carried out. And he is very impressed with what they have achieved, and he wants to confirm that he would wholeheartedly agree with the vaccination that is about to come about for many people, and he would recommend that people move forward and take this vaccination. He also wants to say that he is very thankful for having this opportunity to speak, and he wishes everybody a lot of health over this time of festive celebration, and he hopes that the new year will bring about a new wave of living and a new way of living our lives, disease-free and COVID-19 free. And he is positive that that will take place, but he states very clearly this depends upon people's compliance to take the vaccination as to whether our society is free. And he's thanking you for listening, and he's looking forward to next Tuesday, where he will be talking about a subject that he feels will be very dear to many people's heart, because it involves the birth of children. So he's looking forward to seeing you next week. Okay, goodbye.